Good morning, happy Friday, happy 4th of July weekend. A lot of people probably have the day off. If you do, congratulations. If you don't, apologies. Our topic today from today.refrainmedia.com is God at the Center. And we're going to be reading Numbers chapter 2 verses 1 and 2, and then chapter 2 verses 32 through 34. All of this from the English Standard Version of the Bible. So let's jump right in. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "The people of Israel shall camp each by his own standard, with the banners of their fathers' houses. They shall camp facing the tent of meeting on every side." Now 32 to 34. These are the people of Israel as listed by their families' houses. All those listed in the camps by their companies were 603,550. But the Levites were not listed among the people of Israel as the Lord commanded Moses. Thus did the people of Israel according to all the Lord commanded Moses, so they camped by their standards, and so they set out, each one in his own clan, according to his father's house. For many people, summertime is camping season. It's a great time to go camping and enjoy the outdoors. For 40 years in the wilderness, Israel camped. They didn't have permanent homes. They lived in tents. Their camping arrangement was set by God. Each tribe had its own assigned place. What was most notable about the arrangement is that all the tribes camped around the tent of meeting. The tabernacle, or the tent of meeting, was the place where God was present and lived among his people, and it was the center of the camp. God was in the midst of his people. The Lord was at the heart of Israel's life and wilderness journey. The truth that God is with us in one of the most repeated promises in the Bible. God tells us that he will be with us wherever we go. God, who is faithful, will never leave us or forsake us. Today we know that God came to live among us in the person of his Son Jesus. At his birth, Jesus was called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. This is a promise that should encourage us through the wilderness of our lives. But there's also a challenge to respond to. Are we living with God at the center of our lives? Let's pray. Lord, you have promised to be with us always. Help us to live with you at the center of our lives each day. Amen. You know, it's really amazing that when you start looking at the Bible and reading the Bible and studying the Word, that the meaning of things really becomes clear. I mean, just these few verses in Numbers are telling. God is in the tabernacle, tent of meeting. He is at the center of the camp. Everybody is in the center. Are they facing inward or are they facing outward? Outward would be, you'd be looking outward if you were trying to protect what's in the center. You look inward if what's in the center can protect you. So are you looking outward to God to be his protector, or are you looking inward to God and let him be your guide and your protector? That's a great question. And for most of us, the answer is it depends on the day, to be really honest. Should God always be at the center? Absolutely. Should we always be looking into the center? Absolutely. Do we always do it? No. And that's part of our struggles, our human struggles right there. So let's do our best to keep God focused, looking in to him, following his direction, listening to him, and just as importantly, sharing him with those who don't know him. Still plenty of time left for you to find a local church to visit. If where you're at does not allow in-person church services, many churches are doing drive-in services, and at least online. If you're going to watch something online, watch it at a local church. If you're not a member of a local church, reach out to a local church and try to make that connection with the pastor and some of the spiritual leaders of that church, because without being in community, you really are missing out on a lot of the blessings that God has to offer through his children. So hopefully you can find that. If not, keep looking, keep praying, and we'll be praying for you. We love you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, which is the 4th of July. Bye, everybody.